What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to get a very easy shiny hunt done for Slitherwing in Pokemon Scarlet. This is an exclusive to Pokemon Scarlet, so unfortunately you cannot do this in Pokemon Violet, but this is still a great hunt if you can do it. And of course, guys, if you're new to the channel, enjoy these types of videos, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. So Slitherwing is a Paradox Pokemon which can only be attained in Area 0, so you're going to have to be at the end of the game to do this hunt. And we're going to start at the 0 gate. And we're going to make a hard save at the 0 gate right here. And then at the 0 gate, we are going to set up a picnic here. And the picnic that we're going to be making here is a fighting type sandwich. And of course, there's multiple recipes to use to get a fighting type sandwich level 3 for shiny, encounter, and title. But this is the one I'm going to use on today's video. So I'm going to go to creative mode here. I'm going to go do 1 cucumber and 4 pickles, and then from there I'm going to use a sour Urban Mystica, and I'm going to use a bitter Urban Mystica. Any pick doesn't really matter, and this is a relatively easy sandwich to make. I know there's another recipe that you can use 2 salty Herb Mysticas, but pickles are relatively easy to put on a sandwich, so I actually prefer to do this one over that one. Takes a little bit more time, but it saves your valuable salties. There we have it, guys. That is our sparkling power, tidal power, and counter power level 3 for fighting types. Now we're ready to hunt this Slitherwing. Now that we have our sandwich done, we're just going to end the picnic, and we're going to get on our ride Pokemon. And we're actually not going to enter the 0 lab, but we're going to jump right into Area 0. And this is going to take us right at the beginning of Area 0, where you initially entered through the story events. And this is a perfect place to start your hunt for a Slitherwing. And in this area, there's going to be a bunch of fighting type Pokemon that's going to spawn along with Slitherwing. We're going to have Meditite and Metachan in groups as well. And we're going to have to kill these Metachans and Meditites. But we don't want to take out any of the Slitherwings just yet. And we can also get Palmies that spawn in here as well too. So we're going to auto battle the Metachans and Meditites. We don't want them to spawn in anymore. And how the spawning system works here is Slitherwing is a solo spawn. It does not spawn in a group. And you can only get a certain amount of Pokemon to spawn at once. So if there's enough spots left for a group spawn to come in, then the group spawn will come in. But if you take out a Pokemon one at a time, like this, there's a higher chance that a Slitherwing could end up taking the spot. So we're just Slitherwings are popping up when we take out Meditites. And essentially we're going to make it so that only Slitherwings can't even spawn in this area. So it looks like we got a good amount here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my god, and Shiny Slitherwing immediately pops up. Are you kidding me? Well, I barely even got to show off the method, but Shiny Slitherwing's already here, so that was crazy. But that's the general idea, is that we are going to be auto battling all of these Slitherwings, and pretty much only Slitherwings will pop in, and we somehow immediately get the Shiny Slitherwing. I wasn't expecting it to be that early in the video, honestly, or in the hunt. We barely even showed it off, but that's pretty funny stuff right there. So there you go. We got that, that content creator luck is coming in here today. And of course, it makes it really easy. You have like something like a Glade or like a Breloom who have like False Swipe on them. And then you can also use like Spore or Breloom or Thunder Wave or Hypnosis on Glade. And we get a nice critical catch on that Shiny Slitherwing. So there you go. That was a very quick and easy hunt, but we're going to, keep showing off the method here because that was a little bit too quick for what I initially predicted. So let's keep on going. But yeah, here the general idea is we don't see any other Pokemon spawning in, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go sort of over here. We want our spawns to be a little bit contained. We don't want to go too far past that tree. And we're just going to send our auto battle Pokemon out. And of course, we want something that could go around and defeat the Slitherwings pretty easily. And as we just stand back here, our auto battle Pokemon will essentially just keep running around and taking out Pokemon as it can. And, sometimes you'll have to reset it, of course, because it will run out of Pokemon to fight. But that's not too hard at all. As you can see, we take out Slitherwing, Slitherwing pops in. We take out Slitherwing, a Slitherwing pops in, right? So this is sort of like an automatic auto spawn. You don't really have to do too much. I would check in every now and then just because you don't know when the spawns are going to come in. So like the Glade seems a little bit too far from the spawn. No, prove me wrong. Took out that Slitherwing. And he's going to keep on running around until they're out of his range. So he's finally out of range there. But we can go try over here. There's a good amount of Slitherwings right here. that he can essentially keep taking out, and eventually we'll get a shiny to spawn. And of course, if you do have this active meal screen up, he will not run around, so just make sure you're not in any menus or anything like that, or it will stop the auto battling from occurring. And now he's sort of bugged out a little bit because we did that, so just keep that in mind. And if you do run into a bug situation, all you got to do is switch your top Pokemon out of another Pokemon and then throw him back out, and then he'll be back auto battling. So just keep that in mind. You're checking the timer while doing this. It will stop the process for the shiny hunt, so just be warned on that. But all these Slitherwings will keep on spawning throughout the area. Now they're spawning to the left of me. Oh, and there's one in the wall. So yeah, Paradox Pokemon are weird in Area 0, and Area 0 in general. They will spawn within the wall, which is not great. Luckily, Shiny Slitherwing is very easy to tell because its tail is purple. So like we know the one in the wall isn't that. And he's also just taking out Pokemon on the wall now. So a little bit jank going on in Area 0, of course. But it's a super easy style of hunt here. And Galatia's getting a lot of free kills. And yeah, they keep spawning the wall. So if you want to dodge the wall situation, you could probably like throw your Pokemon out on this side where there is no wall to deal with, or somewhere in this open field, just because, you know, if there's a shiny in the wall, it could be hard to see, and you don't want to miss a shiny by doing that. So yeah, this is pretty much how you're just going to keep on doing it, and eventually you'll get yourself a shiny Slitherwing if you keep this up. Well, I didn't end up getting a second shiny Slitherwing, but I did end up getting a shiny Meditite, because, you know, sometimes when you take out enough Slitherwings, the Meditites will eventually pop in, and there we go. I'll take that as a bonus shiny for this video. That's pretty great. If you're hunting for Meditites, this is another decent location to do one of those as well. Another critical catch, an easy peasy shiny. So hey, I'll take 2 shinies and 1 sandwich. Wasn't 2 Slitherwings, but hey, I'm not going to complain about that. I'm pretty happy with our results here. And there we have it, guys. That is how you easily get shiny Slitherwing in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you get a bunch of shiny Slitherwings, because this is honestly one of the best Pokemon in competitive play for singles right now. I'm sure it's going to be pretty good in VGC doubles as well sometime next year when we're allowed to use it. And of course, guys, you're new to the channel, enjoy these types of videos, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys next time with more Pokemon content. Peace out, and have a great one.